Hello again, YouTube noobs. Pumped to continue my backtesting sessions. This is going to be November 2022. So in terms of time frame, this is the daily. Going to look at this daily swing structure. So that's the breaker structure, breaker structure, daily. And then I guess this was a significant of enough pullback, so that's a breaker structure on the daily. So technically between this range here and this range here is our daily swing range. We are expecting price to possibly hit this zone, react from it, and then price to dump down and break the low. However, price didn't do that. Price now broke that, and now there's no more unmitigated zones for us to possibly trade from. So for me, price looks like it can either go up or down. Obviously it's more in the extreme of this zone, so chances are price may continue on down. That's the key. That's the key like direction of what I'm thinking. Go down to the 4 hour. Okay, so in the 4 hour we have something a bit more, something like that. And then this is like a significant enough of a swing pullback. Price comes down. In terms of a low, at least something like this. Anyway, so for me, kind of bullish, kind of bearish, not quite sure. I'm like, we're following the immediate order flow on the 4 hour. Price is bullish and it's continuing up, but I am expecting this to fail at some point. So I might go down the 15 minute and just try and pay attention to the order flow on the 15 minute. What do we have here? We have this range here on the 15 minute. Then we have a significant enough swing pullback, price come up and then drop down. In terms of a zone here, something like that. That zone's failed for me, so I'm kind of looking for longs. We've got this zone here in terms of like a little bit of structure, so something like this. That's what I'm thinking. Or something like this. Bit iffy. Not really seeing anything else. Okay, prices come down to this overall area, zone area. Can't place any trades until it's my zone. Okay, that fails. So now we go, okay, we're definitely bullish. So a new little internal range. This is that. We tried that, right? So price is tapped into our zone. Do we have a fake break liquidation? What we're looking for is something like this, that, boom, that, and that's like looking like for a little fake break, but not just any fake break, like so long as there's a chop being created there. Pardon me. Damn, unfortunately nothing there. Next session. Okay, now we're looking quite bearish on the 15-minute time frame, which kind of lines up with the daily. In terms of the next zone to mitigate, we're looking down here in terms of 4 hour zones. The price has come into this zone here, tapped into it, and then shut up. So this has already been mitigated here on the 4 hour. So I'm hoping price will continue on down in terms of bias. So what do we got within this range is this. So for me, I might even be looking at buys at this point, something like that. Something like this. Might be mitigated, might not. Just watch See how price action reacts. What time is this? 17:15. Okay, is there a fake break liquidation here? Yes, there is. Now just ask ourselves, do we trust this zone? Well, what are we expecting to happen after a swing breaker structure? We expect price to then swing up, swing down, and then continue to make lower highs, lower lows until it comes up and reaches higher into the value of demand, and then go down. So let's just see what happens if we do go for an entry. It is within my trading plan or my back testing. It's a bit iffy, to be honest. Not really seeing an entry yet. Okay, there's definitely an entry here. Goes 4.2. 1. We're in this trade, a little bit scary. Go on the 15-minute again. So asking myself why I should be in this trade. It's my internal structure. Just trading with my internal structure. Look, I've got plenty of profit to play with. Let's just give it a shot. Oh, that feels so good when it's pumping up. Yes, let's go. Right, let's log that. So that is 2nd of November 2022. Okay. Google. Very nice. Let's give us exec legends. Just trying to get my Google Sheets up again. Okay, so what have we got here? Might try and adjust this sheet so you can actually see what's going on. There we go. So it is that was the 2nd of November. That's 17:20. 02/11/22. .7. Let's just see how far it ran. Oh wow, nice run on that. 10 R basically, which is 37.2. Okay, sweet. So let's go next session. Already pressed that. Okay, beautiful. If any of you guys have watched much of these backtesting videos, probably something like this. Maybe something there. It's hitting our 4-hour demand zone. Okay, next session. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour, it's in 4-hour demand, unmitigated 4-hour demand zone. Acting pretty good now. overall you could say something like this. Once this demand zone fails, I am expecting it to go bearish for sure, because overall we're bearish on the daily. So let's just think about this. I will take longs if it breaks above this high, that's what I'm thinking. Then I'm kind of looking for shorts. Okay. Even if there was something like here, right, there was no like fake break within there, so I'm kind of not looking for anything right now. It is 6 p.m. Kind of seeing where price decides to go once it actually closes above this line. Okay, it's closed above. So now we can look for trades here. However, not really seeing. This is outside of our time frame, so this is after London session. This is like London lull, so we'll go next session. Yeah, beautiful. Something like this I see is like bullish. So as you can see, price decided from this 4-hour demand zone that was unmitigated to react of it really, really well. I'm kind of leaning towards more bullish at this point. Looking at price structure, price hit this unmitigated extreme, created that. Creating a new unmitigated extreme, I think. Like that. That's probably what I'd play with. Okay, that failed. I mean, that never happened, so now this is my new zone. We're at 50% right now. I'm very happy with an extra like 4%. I'm not sure how that worked out, but anyway. What I normally like to see when I'm looking at zones, right, if you're watching this anyway, when a price comes down, before we consider a zone, we need it to break a decent high like that. Or even something better like that, where price comes like this, sweeps the zone, goes up, you know what I mean? But also breaking like a high like here, breaking that and that, which is liquidity, liquidity. Yeah. So if something like this, I'm not really looking at until it breaks the high. Just being disciplined. Yeah, next session. I said next session. Boom. Okay, what do we have here? We've got our range that we had created here. This was the unmitigated extreme. Price failed. I'm kind of looking for sells at this point, right? Until it breaks this high. In terms of trades, what do we got here? Nothing, nothing. Okay, so we're right in terms of zone. We just weren't right. We just didn't have our fake break that we wanted. Nothing yet. Hang on, close. No. Yeah, I consider that mitigated. Price came up, price came down, price came up. Kind of looking bullish at this point. Okay. I'm willing to go bullish because this was like extreme of the zone, even though it's mitigated. This is the extreme of the zone, and we're expecting it to break this high up here. Like that's a break of structure and structure, and then price has now come up, and we're expecting to break this high. So in terms of buys, we're looking at, back to the 15-minute. So looking for this zone here, and we're also looking at this zone here once it breaks some highs. That happened very quickly, hang on. Oh, that's outside of our time zone anyway, so we can't take it. Next session. Shame up, would have been a nice trade, but yeah, that was way out of our time zone. Sitting at 15 minutes. Okay. Same thing as last time, guys. So we see like this break of structure in terms of overall structure. It's like a break of structure. And then we see our next zone, that would be this. So since we have so much space between, I guess, this zone and up here, we'd start looking at this internal structure to say like, hey, if this high breaks, we could look for a sell. I mean, this low breaks. Yeah, okay, so at this point we're definitely looking for sells. Something like that. Up here would be more high probability, more possible of happening this. Like, this would be a high probability of winning. This would be like a high probability of actually happening. If you get what I mean. Yeah. Sweet, tapped in our zone. Let's see if there's a fake break. No, nothing. Okay, that actually did happen. Hang on. Oh, it's outside of our time zone anyway, unfortunately. Damn, would have been a nice winning trade too. That's a 2140. Next session. Okay, looks like it's mitigated our overall zone. And then price has now done really well to hold that. And now it's sitting in there during start of London. So now we should kind of be looking for buys. There's definitely a fake break liquidation within here. So we should definitely be looking for buys at this point. Buy. Such a large candle. I don't even care about giving an extra like 0.5 pips or whatever. It's probably gonna lose. Oh, of course. Of course. Alright, so what have we got here? The 10th of November, 1755. London, USD. Actually, that would be high probability because that's phase A. Should be high probability technically, according to the system. Such a large candle size though, 17.1. Go 3 pips. Okay, so that's definitely failed. Price pumps up and breaks this higher. You can look for a trade, I guess. It's definitely looking for sells now at this point. So I'm broken this overall low of this zone. So now we're looking for sells for sure. And that's outside of our trading zone. We'll go next session. Wow, so it's basically been 20 minutes already anyway, so I'll make a second part series. So this is the 11th of November, so I might just go till like the 15th or 16th. Let's touch. Hey, so that's a fake break liquidation right there. If it's this zone, I'm buying. It hits this zone, I'm buying. What time is it? Yeah, it's outside of our trading zone, unfortunately. Next session. Next London session, yeah. Okay, so what do we have here? This would be like my little range. Price reacted from here and here. This would be my extreme. And then its price is looking to break these highs. Wait for it to close above that. And then maybe look for a buy. Yep, okay, buy time. Yeah, nice. Technically, we can still look for buyers, and this is basically just one big fake break on the 15-minute. I can still look for buyers, so let's buy. $20.15. Okay, sweet. 12.7. Kind of glad my funding account is paused at the moment through funding pips, just because funding pips has got an issue at the moment. This is kind of forcing me on a weekday to do some back testing, which is good. Oh, love losing. So it's 2015. Phase B trade. 12.2. We can get some larger candle sizes during this month for sure. 0, and then it ran 8.3. Next session. Of course, it's still held, and then price shot up. Typical. Typical. Alright, so that's that. Probably the biggest thing about being a trader is just accepting losses. No, maybe I'm just doing shit. Probably the biggest thing is backtesting. So you learn a lot, especially this. All right. So look at what's happened here. There was a fake break up here. Would we justify that as a proper fake break? Yeah. Meets the requirements. But it's outside of our time zone, unfortunately. So we'll go next session, because that's London. I mean, New York. And look at that. Boom. Geez, that would have been nice. But we're going to trade within London. Something like this. It's hard to tell because you've got this big broker structure here, and then you could be like, oh yeah, we're looking for sells, which we very well could be in terms of swing structure. But then in internal structure, we've got all this. So which side do we? Well, if it goes on here, I'm buying. If it goes up to here, I'm selling. Maybe. No fake break here anyway. Bang, fake break. Boom. Lots of fake break there. So if I was to sell here, that would be technically valid. Technically. Let's do it. Let's do it. 12.5. I just feel like this is going to be a loser. Maybe. Ouch. Alright. Playing the game since 1915. Mind you, I have noticed with my back testing that kind of focus on the most recent price action, like this stuff. Tends to be sometimes a bit more accurate. But yeah, I've got to follow my trading system. So that was a phase B trade. That was 13.5 pips. And that was on the 16th of November. Nah, I can't finish the session on that. Let's get a win in. All right, let's keep going. So okay, we've kind of showed that this zone's failed anyway. It's reacted off here, failed. Reacted off here, failed. I'm saying we're looking for a buy if we get a fake break within here. What time is it? Okay, it's New York session. Never mind. Okay, next session. Okay, didn't hold anyway, which is good. Okay. So, looks like we might be right, like price may be continuing on down. A bit tough at this moment. Let's go. Something like that. It's reacting. Can I take this in a live market? No, unfortunately. It's okay, it's definitely showing us the bears are in control at the moment. Yeah. Price tapped into this zone, price shot up. Already mitigated it, so we can't take it. Definitely looking for sells. This overall string structure looks like it's winning. And then next session. Price tapped into our, well, almost tapped into it, and then went down, broke structure. But I'll say we're still looking for a sell from here. Okay, maybe not. Boom. So we're looking for a sell for sure. With a fake break here. And then we got yeah. What's the top set zone? Pardon me. We'll take this one last trade. And then I'm going to next video. $9.6. Definitely got the sniffles tonight. Alright, let's keep going. Come on, baby. Let's get a win. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Oh, thank God. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, guys. We'll get on to the next video. Looking good so far. Thanks, guys, for watching.